Hello, my beautiful little goblins. We're back at it again, and this time we are going to be looking at some Rose Dragon action. So, this is going to be Notoria Rose Garden. We're going to be using the Notoria monsters alongside the Rose monsters, the dragons. And the whole ideal of this board is you set up multiple negates, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You set up a bunch of negates, and you have a possibility of just board wiping your opponent with Black Rose Dragon. But also, this deck also plays Ancient Fairy Dragon, so it can get Necro Valley much easier. The way you get Necro Valley is you get the White Rose Cloister, which you can get with Terraforming or with Rose Princess's effect. And then you use AFD's effect to pop it so you can get Necro Valley. And Necro Valley shuts down a decent amount of decks right now. So I think it's pretty good. So other than that, there's really not much more to explain about this deck. I personally not very confident with it. But we're going to get into some matches. And if the deck performs poorly, we're going to fix it up. And we'll see how... what we end up with. All right, let's get to it. Hello, we're here with game number 1 against ACal, and I think this is a particular game where both of us played so badly. I wanted to show this. Because we both played so horrendously. So this is in the Duelist Cup. This is at rank 15. So he's playing a, what do you call it, Guy of the Fierce Knight deck. But dude, we are both so bad at this game. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's pretty rough. He goes into the Guy of the Dragon Champion, which does nothing. It's literally just a vanilla 5200 at this point. And then he plays this Spiral Spear Strike for no reason. It adds nothing to the board. He's never going to get the effect off if I just pop it. Now it's to our turn. Let's see all the mistakes we make. I will say our hand is pretty unlucky though. We keep top deck. This happens to me all the time. Like there's a 1 of Garnet in the deck, and I keep top decking it. Same with the Destrudo. Destrudo is also technically a 1 of Garnet. But the correct play here is I end up activating Rose Princess to add White Rose Cluster here. I literally should have just special summon Rose Princess, special summon Destrudo, go into Black Rose, pop the whole field. Then I could have done the entire Notoria Mole Cricket play. But I'm stupid, so this is what I do. He also max saves me, which is actually not very good. So maybe this is why. No, I still think my other play was better, the one I spoke about. So we special summon Notoria Sunflower, and then we suicide bomb the whole field. So we did that exactly, except we did it with extra steps, and we put Notoria Sunflower. Oh, actually, you know what? This play is actually probably better. So the reason why this isn't actually that bad for me, because I think I put it in the graveyard because if you guys, you'll see. You see Notoria Camella? If this card's on the field when he normal special summons a monster, I can resurrect the Notoria monster. So I can resurrect Sunflower. So it's actually not bad. So bravo to me for actually having a 30 IQ play. And actually, that's 30 IQ is really low. 300 IQ. He did draw a bunch of cards, but his deck is very dependent on the fusion and spell cards. So unless he has Imperm, that's the only his out or droplet, I guess. So he plays this. Dude, this is so funny. So my opponent, he actually had Imperm, but he fucked up and he set it instead of actually activating it. So this card right here is Imperm. So he's just going to get all his cards negated because for some reason he keeps running it into shit. I do this, which is fine on my part. Honestly, I didn't make as many mistakes as I thought I did. Circle of Fairies, this is definitely a mistake. So I went into Circle of Fairies when I really shouldn't have bothered. I'm trying to think what I should have done here instead. But Circle of Fairies is just a bad play because I can't actually use it. I can't actually do anything with it, so it's kind of like a pointless card right here. Because the Rose Dragon's a dragon, so I'd probably say that's a good misplay. Not when I say good, it's not good, but so we ended up just beating him. I ended up bringing back Camilla, and the only reason I brought this card back is because I need the monster negates. But look, we got the Imperm. Dude, he plays Monster Reborn in the Imperm column. So my Notoria Beast is pretty much active right now. And then he activates Spiral Fusion. He's like back to back. So I just go into Baron. We do a bunch of Rose Dragon stuff. And then we just kill him. I didn't make as many mistakes as I thought I did. I thought I played that horrendously, but I kind of just played with what I got. But that was so bad. I can't. I've never seen someone make that many misplays. Like, crucial misplays. Okay, let's get to the next one. Hello, we're here with game number 2, and we're playing against the last day. That last match has been... Alright, so do not judge me for showing this match. Because... I had to get creative a little with this. We go into Ancient Fairy Dragon, Special Summon Baron de Fleur. Look what this deck can beat. It can beat a Dark Magician deck that plays Dark Magical Circle. That's pretty impressive in my opinion. He Monster Reborn's Ancient Fairy. We don't negate that because it's pointless. He goes into Anaconda. He tries to make me negate the Anaconda. With the dark effect. I assume he had something else, and then I don't, obviously, because I'm not stupid. And then he concedes. Alright, we're gonna change it up for a second. Hello, and welcome back to the new deck profile. So that deck sucked so bad, and I just want to say, that deck was made on Master Duel Meta. Remember what I said? This is a website where anyone could post anything and say, I have 1,000,000% win rate, God tier 0 deck. At least when you guys see my thumbnails and you actually watch the video, I explain that the deck's actually not very good. But so I wanted to make sure you guys understand that. So no one else makes that deck because that deck is just horrendous. So this is the updated version of it. Thank you, Fortunato from the Discord, for getting me this list. This is a much cleaner version of that type of deck. You're still playing the Rose Dragon package, and we're still playing the AFD package. Like, we're playing the stuff that I thought were cool and fun to keep, which was the AFD package with Rose Dragon, except we're adding Adventurer, and we're adding the entire Rocket package too. So we're playing more of like a Dragon Link type deck. Do I think it's still going to be incredible? I'm still very hesitant about it. I don't think it's going to be that good, but we'll figure it out. Let's get to some games, and you guys will see how this performs too. Hello, and welcome to game number 1, and we are still playing in the Duelist Cup. I'm going to tell you this right now. That deck that we were playing before, we did not climb a single rank. We won like 2 games out of like 10. We went like a 20% win rate. It is so bad. We're playing as tier limit. Our hand, a little skeptical about it. But we were patient with our Ash. He ended up whiffing pretty hard on his thing, but he did hit a Yugioh, and we just ashed a Yugioh. So this forces our opponent to act really irrational for some reason. And he plays Mask Change. I think he played Mask Change mainly to get Keldo in the graveyard. But in this reaction, since he's going to be going into Dark Law, which the only reason why they play Mask Change, we're going to Max C because, yeah, we're going to get a draw just to kind of see what else we can get out of here. You could argue that Max C is probably bad to do here, though. Because when we Max C and he Dark Laws, he gets a free pick out our hand. But I just wanted to make sure if he had any other extenders, he had nothing else to do. But this is probably not the greatest. Now I'm thinking about it. our play doesn't change, and we gave him an out. We gave him an out because our play pretty much is going to be summon Fairy Tail, flip this face down, kill it. We gave him an out to it, which is not good. So here's Fairy Tail, Plow, bye-bye. And, yeah, we have no other plays, so this is kind of what we have to do. Our opponent has nothing, though, which is really, really good for us. I think they were really banking off the Scream and the Meryl. But we're kind of comboing off. We're kind of doing the things that we want to do. He's going to max C. We're just looking to OTK, so once we get to a point where we can do 8,000 damage, I think we're just going to crash in. Grab Wandering Griffin, which will help in case our opponent has some craziness, like Havinous. So the reason why I bounced that, if you were wondering, because that card's not working because he doesn't have a tier limit on the field. But for some reason, if he had Havinous, or he had a way of sneaking in a tier limit, it would be live. I just didn't want to deal with it. Don't activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect or you can't go to combat. And he has no answer, so we actually win the game. So, again, we didn't really do anything fancy there. It was pretty much a battle of hand traps, but I thought it was pretty clean. Hello, and welcome to game number 2 with a new deck. And, yeah, this deck is pretty... The Shoveler works great in this game. You go into Ancient Fairy Dragon, because it is turn 1. Which is very important to realize. This hand's actually not bad. Like, I know it looks really troll. And we probably wish this was other things, but this hand's actually not bad. So we go to Striker Dragon. Get the Boot Sector launch. Gonna use that to special summon. Go into Romulus. Get Ravine. Absorautor. Rapsorautor grabs our Rocket Tracer. Now we grab our Necro Valley. Continue special summoning. Now we go into Baron de Fleur. So we have a negate in case he has anything crazy. Pop, pop. So you can special summon White Rose if you have a tuner on the field. So that's what we did. If you guys don't know what we're going for, I'm actually trying. So I'm basically trying to leave up a level 4. And link climbing into Boral End Dragon, because I can use Boral End to negate this, bring back the tuner, and go into Boral Savage Dragon. So we go to the dark. Bam. Here we go. Boral End Dragon. That's gonna bring back our boy here, and then Boral Savage. And now we're going to put Necro Valley. So our board's pretty good. We have a Monster Negate, which is like, he can't respond to it, which is great. We got Omni Negate, which doesn't pop. Omni Negate that does pop. And a Necro Valley, which locks out graveyards. So if he's playing tier, he's going to be fucked. He plays Twin Twisters. I'm like, is this Blackwing? I'm like, I don't know. Other decks play Zephyros. This is like one of the cards that a lot of decks can play. Because it's like more of a combo card. So I'm just like, I'll just do the soft negate. But then he Twin Twisters again. And I'm like, if he's going to spend like four cards to, or like probably like 3.5 because Zephyros. But if he's going to spend 3.5 cards to pop Necro Valley, I think we just let him and save this Omni Negate. And we still have a Monster Negate. I think we'll be fine. So he gets rid of it. He plays Foolish Barrel Goods. I let him do it. Rainbow Bridge. I'm thinking automatically this is tier, but I just don't know because this could still be any other deck. But yep, it is tier. He plays Primeval. We just pop it. Easy peasy. He scoops. Not really sure. Did he think that Baron wasn't going to negate that? I'm not entirely sure, but GG. And this is going to be the third and final match against Player. And the reason why I didn't show more matches for this deck is because a lot of times if I went first, people would just instantly scoop. Like, I didn't want to show those. I did have footage though of people just scooping immediately, because once you just start comboing off, if they don't have an answer, they just concede. I don't think that's very interesting, personally. But our opponent's gonna be playing Blackwing. My big mistake here is he normal summoned Sudre. And I was expecting, I'm like, okay, if he doesn't have Vada, then this locks him out of doing any other play. Well, realistically, you probably should just save, if they're normal summoning Sudre, probably should just save Ash for Vada. So that was a big mistake on my part. Just wait, you should just wait for Vada. Now he's going to go into double Blackwing Assault. Our hand's not very well up to it. We did top deck a very good answer here. And we do have this Called by the Grave. So the great thing about these Assault Dragons is they are only work on monster effects. So my spells aren't going to activate anything. It should be pretty devastating. So how do we deal with this? Well, we're going to quick launch. The only thing that sucks about this is going to screw up my future plans with Rocket Tracer. But I kind of have to do this. We're going to go for a kill here anyway. You're probably saying, Fatso, you can't kill here. I'm like, sure I can. Well, the whole board's dead now. Striker Dragon. You know, it's actually, you know, I also want to point out, if he had a way of extending past Vada, interrupting the Sudre was actually pretty big, because that means he didn't get the continuous spell, and the continuous spell protects these cards from dying. So it actually probably could have just won me the game, me actually interrupting Sudre too. So we pop, we get our Rocket Tracer back. Play Boots back to the launch. It's going to activate pop. I'm going to activate Basil Red Shoot. Bring back Black Rose Dragon. We go into Chaos Ruler. If we did not hit this light monster off the top and we whiff that, we don't lose, but we don't win instantly right here. Hitting this is massive. Because now we go into Dark. With Dark, I can steal his Zephyros. And now I can Link Climb. We're literally just gonna go into Access Code Talker. Which is kind of boring, but it's how you kill people. And then Chaos Ruler. Boom. And he's dead. He wouldn't let me attack with the other monster, but that's GG. Let's get to the recap. We'll talk about both decks and what I think about both. Hello, my little goblins. Thank you for watching this far. And if you have watched this far and you aren't subscribed, just subscribe. Do it for me, or I cry. Don't want me to cry. Also, join our Discord. The link is down below. We're hosting a tournament. If you're watching this on Friday when this gets released, the day it's released, we are having a tournament today. 6 p.m. Eastern. Join the Discord. You'll figure it out. Let's talk about the decks. So the first deck was absolutely atrocious. We went 2 and 8 or something like that. 20% win rate. It was just so bad. I literally could not climb past 15. Like I was just like stuck. Just the plays that you would just go into just are not good enough. Like even just doing like the Notoria stuff, like. First of all, I drew the Garnet almost every match. Maybe if I didn't draw the Garnet, it wouldn't have been as bad. Because I would have some monster negates. But, dude, when you draw the Garnet every freaking time, it's kind of annoying. And when I say the Garnet, I'm talking about the Sunflower that does the monster negates. Because when you draw that, it prevents you from special summoning it from your Mole Cricket. But yeah, I mean, the deck was... The deck was just not very good. So the people who posted that on Master Duel Meta, please don't copy that. I actually thought it was hilarious too because I seen the person who posted it. He posted like his little combo guide for it. Like it was like a combo guide that is like really small video that he posted through the Master Duel Meta like Discord. And dude, the combo guide was so bad. It was just like, oh yeah, you spend your whole hand to go into Chaos Ruler, and then maybe you do something else. I'm like, what does that even do? Like, then you just pass your opponent the win? Like, it just was not good. So yeah, that deck I'm going to give a 0 out of 10. It was atrocious. I don't see how it beats really anything in this meta. This deck, however, much better. Much better. And by the way, the deck that, the one that I was playing first, that deck did not have originally the Ancient Fairy Dragon with Necro Valley combo and stuff like that. Like, that stuff I added to it to try and make it better, because it was so bad. So this deck was like way better. This deck was a lot more my speed too. I actually still don't think this deck is that good, but we somehow just won almost most of our games. We ended up climbing up to rank 17, and this was starting from like 0 wins at 15. So we're like 17, maybe like 1 or 2 wins away from 18. With like probably like a 70% win percentage, which is like fairly high considering I did not think this deck would do good at all. But I do think it's because some people are impatient. So like when I would start comboing off, people would just scoop immediately rather than trying to play it out, when the boards you make really aren't like that devastating. The only thing that's devastating about it probably is the Borderland Dragon, considering cannot be destroyed by card effects or battle. But the card still can be negated, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I think the deck was pretty fun. If you have all the cards, I would suggest like maybe trying out a Dragon Link deck. This Rose version, I'm not sure. The Rose doesn't really add that much. Like, I'm sorry to say, like, if you open up the Rose package, it's pretty damn good, though. I will say, like, if you open up White Rose with Red Rose, it's pretty damn good, because then you can send Garden Rose Maiden and get another summon, plus you have the Basil Shoot, which is actually pretty nice. But other than that, I mean, I don't know if there's just another package you can put in here that would just make it, that'd be better. You know what I mean? That all being said, on a scale of 1 to 10, for this particular deck, I'm going to give it 7. I know it's pretty low, and the deck did perform pretty good, because I'm not buying it. I feel like if people played better in the Duelist Cup, I don't think I wouldn't have won as many games as I did. I just feel like people either just quit too quickly, or they just didn't play very well. Or they had like a bad hand or something, you know what I mean? And for on a tier list, I'm gonna say it's a rogue deck. I just don't think it's a. I feel like these decks would be way better if you just had Hulk. Like if Hulk was in the format. Hulk is what made the Rose Dragons like very popular, because the easy card you can get from Hulk, and then if you just have any level 7, you let to go into a Baron, and you get another tuner card, and you get a Basil Rose Shoot. I think that's the reason why the Rose Dragons used to be a lot better. But right now, it's just they don't feel that good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what deck you want to see next, and that's pretty much it. So let me know, and goodbye.